Hey guys, how's it going? So yeah, today we have a sweet deck for you. This is something I found off my YouTube feed. Actually, ASHLIZZLE was playing it. She's the GOAT.
The best.
And decks are always fire. And so I've been kind of lazy with brewing lately, so I've been kind of just ripping off her decks. But this is something she played a couple weeks ago, I think, and right up my alley. So the main focus of this deck, or kind of the main engine, the thing that makes this deck go, is this card here, Temur Battlecrier. So it's Temur colors, green, a blue, and a red. It's for a 4/3. It says, during your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. And everyone knows that if you're playing with Battlecrier, you are also playing with the Outcaster Trailblazer. And this is a card that for like a year now, I've been just obsessed with. I think this card is awesome. It's everything I want in a Magic card. It's such a good engine, and the different interaction or the different like play patterns you get to do with plot are really fun too. So what this creature is, it's for 2 and a green. It's a 4/2, and it says when this creature enters, add 1 mana of any color. And then it also says whenever another creature you control with power 4 or greater enters, draw a card. And it's got plot 3. So this come out with Battlecrier. One, you're drawing cards off the Battlecrier from the Trailblazer's ability, but also together that gives you 2 4-power creatures. So on your turn, automatically, if you have both of those out, all your stuff costs 2 less to cast too. So you start to really be able to dig through your deck, play a bunch of spells, and that's kind of the engine of the deck. All right, another good kind of teammate to that combo is the Lumbering Worldwagon. You don't draw cards off the Trailblazer with this, but you can play it for cheap if Battlecryer's out and crew it, and then you also have another 4-powered creature as well to keep going after that as well. And this, in the meantime, is one of the best cards in Standard for protection against board wipes, as you're going to see in the games today, because it's not a creature obviously on your opponent's turn, and so you can play the Worldwagon, which allows you to be super aggressive and build your board without the threat of losing everything to a board wipe. So the Lumbering Worldwagon is just one of the best cards in Standard, especially in this kind of archetype here. But this deck, the top end of this deck, and the reason why this deck is kind of unique from the other Battlecrier decks, is it's playing Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest, which is a 5 mana, 3 red and red, for a 5/5 flying dragon. And it says, whenever Dragonhawk enters or attacks, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. Okay, you start to see the pattern here. You may play those cards until your next end step. At the beginning of your next end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage to each opponent for each of those cards that are still exiled. So this creature cares about creatures with power 4 or greater. The rest of my deck here is doing that as well. Between those 3 and with the Worldwagon and the Dragon, we got a bunch of creatures that are power 4 or greater to get a bunch of triggers on this thing. And you basically just burn your opponent on one big turn. And that's kind of the deck, is build resources, turn through your deck till you kind of assemble this massive 4-powered creatures, getting a Dragonhawk out, and burning out your opponent is kind of the plan. What makes that plan even crazier is Roaming Throne. And Roaming Throne's been around for a long time, so you guys know what it does. But it's a 4 mana 4/4, ward 2. And it says, as this creature enters, choose a creature type. This creature is the chosen type in addition to its other types. But the main line here is, if a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. So the big combo here is Roaming Throne doubling your Dragonhawk triggers, which allows you to burn out from your opponent out from 20 like all the time. So that's kind of a crazy combo. What makes Roaming Throne extra good in this deck, though, is if you don't have the dragon, you can name human instead and double your Trailblazer triggers as well, and draw a ton of cards to help you find the dragon. So Roaming Throne is really great in that respect. It's also a 4-powered creature, which fits into the theme of all the other stuff, and it's also colorless. So you can puke out a bunch of 4-powered creatures with Battlecrier, And even if you have no mana untapped, you can cast the Roaming Throne for free a lot of the time, or really cheap, like 1 mana. So you're not restricted by any colors there. So it's honestly like if AshLizzle is the one who kind of figured out all this stuff together, but this deck, it just hums. There's a lot of synergy. It's also packs a big punch. It's very resilient, especially with World Wagon, and all the digging you do. So you got Esper Origins as another part of the engine to dig through your deck. When it's flipped, it's also a 4-powered creature. And then Stock Up is just the best, digging spell in Standard at the moment. Right? It feels like you're casting Dig Through Time a lot of the time. So any of my OGs, if you remember Dig Through Time, that's probably one of my favorite cards of all time. So yeah, the deck comes together extremely well. But yeah, thanks for clicking on the video, guys. I'm going to do a lot more of these in the future here. I'm kind of excited to explore this MTG space. I've been playing Magic for over 10 years now. So I'm not like a crazy OG, but I've been around now for quite a while, and this is something I'm pretty excited to do. So feel free to like and subscribe as more of this content's going to come forward. Still going to do a lot of other fun indie game style gameplays, and obviously the Call of Duty stuff too. So feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for supporting, guys. This is new territory for me, and I'm excited to see what we can do with it. So thanks, guys. See ya. Okay, let's see. Generic bad magic. Alright, here we go. Alright, good starting hand, right? I guess Bird Origins, clear it off, get things going here. So we can do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Towns, tap, get things going. So it's like, okay, do I want to play Trailblazer plus Llanowar Elf? Does he have counter spell? I think we're not worried about the elf here. I'm gonna be straight up. The dream world of playing Blazer, playing Mountain, playing Blazer into playing Elf is great, but when he counters this, then I had to draw Llanowar Elf instead of progress through my deck. And then on turn 4, Llanowar Elf is useless here. So what I want to do instead is block this. He can't interact with this right now. They can't interact with this. So what I'm going to do... Wait till they tap out. And now I can have a big turn here. And yeah, I'm probably playing into some kind of a board wipe here, like almost guaranteed. But I am gonna draw a card out of it. And I actually can play this throne here as well. And that was probably a better draw. Actually, this is the move here, I think, because either one's good. Either one's good here. I think either one's fine. This one does more damage. This one might do more damage long term. This one is better if they don't have a board wipe. This one's better if they do have a board wipe, I think. And I just have a feeling. I have a feeling we're gonna see like a Wrath of God or something here. Just gonna do this. What the heck, right? So I can do this and then just play it, and I'm gonna play human. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, so if they Wrath of God, like at the end of the day, I drew 3 cards, and I still got this Lumbering World Wagon that I'm gonna attack with next turn. Okay. Exactly as expected.
See the future. You can.
And drawing the Battlecrier there was unbelievable. So, I'm gonna go here, there. Actually, let's go colorless, green. Play the Blaze. I guess I could just go green here. That was actually a screw up as well. Because now I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to have green mana. Learning. That's fine. So, we're going to animate that. I can't cast anything anyway, so I'll play my tap link, make that bigger. Hit for that. We're going to get an island. Yeah, so this is just better now. That was the better line because they had a board wipe, because I'm still able to apply a lot of pressure. I'm progressing my board, so now anything in my deck I can cast. They have to tap down mana on their turn just to efficiently remove the wagon. Again, this is all coming up really good for me. Let's see here. So let's start with the thing that might draw me a card. Battlecrier. I'm a mana short if I take the Battlecrier. Well, if I take the Battlecrier and cast it, I can cast the wagon. Correct. Okay. Oh. Okay. Play that. Leave myself a green mana. Draw a card. Again, playing into protection against board wipe. Like, I'd rather have the throne for later. But this allows me to kind of keep going here. It doesn't. I don't have haste, unfortunately. But I'll hit him for 4. And, you know, the fact that they had to rip off 2 Rides ends last turn tells me they might not have a board wipe. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty telegraphed, that game there. Alright, so what are we worried about here? We're worried about Wrath of Gods or Day of Judgments. We're worried about Sunfalls. I'm not worried about like targeted removal, like Get Lost. One Get Lost already gives me map tokens, but like I'm drawing so many cards with the Trailblazers. Like there's so much value there. 1-for-1 removal doesn't really concern me at all. But it's the board wipes, right? Because you're committing a lot of resources to the board at once. So like I have no desire for these torches. I really don't have any desire for these frenzies. No, probably some strokes for sure. Definitely not there. I don't think I need ghost vacuums. That's like, this is just like an engine. Play the Nissas. That doesn't hit Planeswalkers. I guess I'll just play the other stroke, and that's it. Yeah, alright. Alright. There we go. Game 2. 3 lands. Got everything I could ask for. Life's good here. So we'll just play up the hand, see what you get. I'll just bin that, so it's already in the yard. We'll play that. Cast the other one we have. Like I don't need the starting town. Honestly, I might just do that. So I'll draw the stroke. I'm definitely... I was going to say I was going to play the wagon, but I mean, I'd be running right into counter magic, so I'll just plot this and they can't interact with that. That's the turn. You know, if it's similar like next game where they have, you know, they tap out for a stock up here or something. And now it's like, okay, are you gonna counter? Are you gonna counter this? Because it doesn't really do anything. Like, yeah, they're gonna waste a counter spell on this, and it doesn't do anything. It might draw me a card. Deal. Like, that wasn't even guaranteed to draw me a card. Alright, tap land. Are they willing to burn another counter spell? No. Okay, I did not think so. 0-2, gain 2. Cast from your graveyard, put on the battlefield, transformed, and then what? If, top card ladder is permanent, put it in your hand. So, I'm gonna not reveal the big dragon, and I'll reveal the forest. And then we're gonna pass the turn. I could get lost here, just assuming. Yeah. Blue white deck is very predictable. Alright. We've got plenty of options here. I could set up a turn where Disdainful Stroke gets pretty good. So what I can do is do this, into that. Let's see what we got here. Do that. We'll add a green mana. Do this. Draw a card. So I'm gonna have 5 mana. You know, not really. I mean, it's so perfect. Like, I want to cast the Nissa. Those resolved almost without any delay. But like playing this with stroke in hand seems like the move. And we're gonna go get an island, so I always have blue mana out in case. And yeah, I'm just passing the turn from there. If I get a Day of Judgment, I'm gonna stroke it. Can't stroke that. That's actually hilarious. But I'm going to crew those instead. Second stroke. 3, 4, 5. So I can cast a dragon with stroke up still and draw 2. Yeah. Yeah. Could counter this. It doesn't. So it's really bad for them. It's really bad for them. Take 8. Pass the turn. Take 6. And GG. Okay. It's pretty textbook, straightforward. Good game. Good game. GG. Alright, so currently 1-0. This is a good first match. I'm playing against Julian 14. Let's see what we got. Sounds fun. Alright, here we go. Here's see what Julian's playing. 5 color sleeves here. Golgari. tap land. Let's untap, play Esper. I'm thinking I don't need the forest, and I'm thinking I got nothing else to do, so normally I would bin that 100%. But I had nothing else to do next turn in this hand, and like just hoping to rip a 3-drop off the top of my deck or something is not a great deal. But I'll get rid of that forest. Bronco, Bob, what do we got here? So I missed this. When did that get put in the graveyard? When did I miss it? Oh, we surveilled it. What are we reanimating? I have not played Standard long enough. Or recently enough. Yeah, I don't draw from this, I just surveil. So I would have drawn the wagon, the 3-drop off the top. That's really funny. This takes care of oh, it's so frustrating that I'm not be drawing anything. This takes care of the faithful, but I can't do anything else with my turn then. But I have other stuff to do on my turn, but the wagon gets me my 5th land for some of this stuff. I think I'm leaving this here. Yeah, I think I'm leaving that there with the intention that I'm probably not drawing it. You know, I could play the throne and draw it, but he's gonna be able to fire it off anyways next turn, so it doesn't even matter. So I don't really need it. I should have milled it, is what I should have done. Okay, so we're gonna go here. I'm gonna, you know, if it's Valgavoth or whatever, we're screwed. But whatever they decide to play here, that's they get to do whatever they want. So whatever, they're gonna bin something at the end of turn, I think, and then attacking. Sorry. Okay, so they didn't have the mana, and I shuffled away my torch, which is about the funniest thing that's ever happened to me in the history of the universe. It's okay. So that's hilarious. If I play this dragon here, it's just gonna get killed. Roaming Throne at least has ward, which means that'll, I would say they're not going to cast anything and then have to remove it on their own turn, which is my assumption. Or I can play this and just keep progressing. Let's play Throne. Hard to kill. They likely can't kill it right now. And if I get another turn cycle, then I can double up on this dragon triggers and do a lot of damage. Still didn't draw their land. Enters or attacks. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm going to attack with this. That's what I'm going to do. And since they couldn't kill the first one, how about a second one? So, you know, I play this dragon out. They just Doomblade or something and call it a day. But I'm gonna get double the triggers. Yeah, like Bitter Triumph it, and then I got my triggers and then it was just done. But now at least I'm gonna get a ton of triggers here. What? I don't even know what this does. 5/5. Demons you control lifelink. That's a demon now. Shocker. And Menace. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, does this have like indestructible? It's not a demon, so it doesn't have lifelink. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna prolong it any longer here. It's a lot of damage. Are you dead? You're dead. I have not done the math on that, so I was not expecting to win there that easy. Okay, so like a 4-color reanimation deck? What a weird deck, huh? So strange. So the graveyard hates good. Strokes hit Zombify, but like, am I holding up Stroke for Zombify? I don't think so. I really don't. I think we're kind of winning through combo here. The Frenzy does kill this thing. Like, is that a Reanimator plan? Because, like, if it's not that, like, that was the one-off in their deck, then Frenzy sucks really bad. But this is kind of my only way to take care of Frenzy. But if I've got these Ghost Vacuums, then Frenzy's kind of useless. And Vacuum's way better against this opponent than Frenzy is. Artifacts, enchantments, I don't think so. I don't need the life. I think this is it. I think I'm going to opt out of using the Strokes. Alright, here we go. Oof. That's not the hand we want. It's like if I draw a land 2, the hand is insane. Because I can torch their Faithful, play Origins, and then the Wagon, and then I'm off to the races. I am on the draw. But if I don't draw that second land, I just straight up lose. No, if I'm better. Much better. So much better. Am I ditching a throne here? Definitely keeping it. I think I'm bottoming a throne just so I can play Magic. Just playing like 4-color. I mean, I guess their sleeve's kind of true. Game decided for me I was keeping a throne no matter what. We're gonna exile whatever he discards, and they're gonna be upset about it, but I don't really care. Sorry, Winnie. Sorry, Winnie. And then, there we go. That's a good one. Now I'm gonna play like Faithful or something. I'm gonna play Blazer plus Torch, and I'm gonna feel really smart. I'm gonna feel like the smartest person alive. I can see into the future.
You're freaking me out.
I can see in the future. I highly suspect Trailblazer will die before I draw a card off of it. Or we win the game before it happens. I'm like Nostradamus, really. If we're being real. Pretty good. I haven't played Magic in definitely over a month. I've been kind of obsessed with Rainbow Six for the last couple of weeks, and so I know a rotation is in a couple of days, but it's kind of good to see we still got a little bit of a beat on the format before we head into rotation here. This is an unbelievable hand. Keep it. We're gonna go Copper, Elf, Tower, Plot, Crier. If nothing happens. So far so good. Plot. Now, if they kill the Elf here, I'm not playing Battlecrier. I'm gonna play the Maze, so I can play Trailblazer, Dragon on the next turn. Draw a card, deal some damage. Really put them in a rough spot. If they don't kill Elf, what is this? Okay, I don't even know what that is. So now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a blue so I can just draw that. Nice, good there. We'll never be able to cast that. But 2 mana. Cast that for free and still play that. Let's do that. I don't think I'm interested in that land. But the wagon I'm interested in. I think we can leave that on top for now. What's this? It's not a good card. What are we doing? Don't kill the elf. No! Okay, that changes a little bit. Not a lot. I mean, I don't get to play the dragon this turn, which is the only downside, but I will draw okay. So we'll draw a card here first. Stock up's great, but I'm gonna play the wagon. This guarantees I get to cast the dragon next turn. So we'll just go red. And then do I attack into this? No. I don't really understand it. Like, why are we playing this card other than Delirium? Okay. Why are we playing that card? To me, it feels odd. Okay. We're gonna hit for a lot of damage this turn. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw a card. Yes. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that. I should grab this voice here. Take 7. Take 7. And again, the wagon is just so good because it provides such an unbelievable amount of damage, and it's protected against board wipes. It's protected against sorcery, speed removal. It's just so good. Opponent had nothing going on there, so I actually don't know like, why are we playing Demon Wall? It doesn't seem like a very good Magic card. I could see if you're playing Delirium or something. And there's probably something, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played Standard in over a month. Things might have changed. Alright, so removal spells and creatures that can get counters. I don't think Strokes are the answer. I don't think Abrade's the answer. I don't think Fire Magic's the answer. I don't think this is the answer yet, maybe. I really don't think anything's the answer. I think I just kind of do my thing and move on with my life. Do I want these torches? Torches haven't... Can we just get... I guess the Abrades are better than the torches. And I suppose Nissa is okay if this ends up being kind of a grinding match. I think the frenzies are fine right now. Other than that, we don't change anything else. We just keep going. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can clean sweep this. Yeah, great hand. Tap land first, play my untap copper, cast an Esper to try to find the third land. If I do, then I can plot the Trailblazer on turn 3, or I have another Esper to play around with too. So, and then I also get a Surveil off this Hedge Maze. So this hand's great. Love this hand. Oh, so there's my third land. There's where the torches would have been good. You know, board those in game 3, maybe back. Yeah, with the stock ups, I'm in for more lands, I think. Let's just turn through the deck. The way this is set up, it kind of feels like it's going to be like one really big turn. Kind of feel like how it feels. Definitely binning that. Am I getting rid of land 5? I think so now. Yeah, opponent's playing a ton of pressure at the moment. For sure. So like I said, I think what this is going to end up being is like a really, really, you know, to win this game, I think it's going to be like one really, really big turn here. There's a discard spell. Probably taking Trailblazer. But again, other than Torch killing the elf and the bat, my Braids, the weird red board thing, those things aren't really doing much here anyways. The only huge threat right now I'm worried about is Shieldred. Let's see. Effectively 5 mana. Not doing a whole lot. Kind of think we probably got to get this going here. That's a roaming throne. Oh, it's so bad. Trailblazer is so bad against Shieldred. I might just be dead. It's so bad against it. Oof. Yeah, I think we're dead. I think I'm digging for like literally currency. I suppose playing the Trailblazer now allows me to double block the Shieldred if they decide to attack. So I'm 14, 13. Definitely trading here. 100%. I'm actually happy with that. That's fine. Great. One mana. Could go digging for a frenzy. That's where I want to start. I'll take that. These are all tap lands. Wild. I'll take that one, I guess. And then do I? Well, I'm effectively at lose 7 4 2 block. I'm effectively at 1. I draw a card. I'm just dead. So it's like I gotta play another blocker. Thinking, buddy. I'm thinking. I think we're just dead. That's fine. That's fine. Gotta lock in though. Yeah, these removal spells don't do anything. You know, these kill Annex. I wish this also killed flyers. Stroke deals with Shieldred, but again, like, am I bringing in Stroke for Shieldred? Okay. I'm thinking I'm cutting there. I'm thinking I'm cutting one, and I'm gonna grab 2 of these. Inevitably, in case they have an elf, I'll grab one of those. Alright. Against the mono black deck, we can't take this hand. Cut down still exists for a week. Can't take that. Oof. Alright, we'll take this and we will bend a sock up. And am I looking to play sock up on turn 2? That's the question. Yeah, probably, honestly. Now it's a matter of do I want to try to play the throne next turn. Okay, I'll bite. I will bite. You know, what are we thinking here? What are we gonna get here? A bat? It's like I can read their minds. Bat takes throne, and then I plunge with it. Bat doesn't take throne. I cast throne for sure. Now, does Bat take dragon, so I should name human? I think so, actually. I actually think I'm naming it. Because, like, the damage right now is not going to be a ton. Okay. They took the human because I named human. Left me the dragon. Oh, we didn't draw an untapped land. Bro. I'm like reading their plays before they're happening right now. Now we gotta dodge another bat. And I don't know if we could do that. Okay, we're gonna cast the dragon. Like we're casting it. Definitely casting it. It's gonna die. Like I'm assuming go for the throat is like in our future. It sucks we're gonna lose this Trailblazer. Do we cast the elf? Or deal 2? Cast it. Oh, it's gonna yeah, so it's gonna get go for the throated or some removal spell here. Elf tells me maybe not there. It's like I'm stream sniping. I think I gotta trade there. Let's hope we draw a torch. Torch kills stock up bad. Land is so bad, bro. Land is so bad. So bad. Oh, we're in rough shape. RIP. DJ play the sad song. It's over. Night night. Yeah, I'm going out. Taking you with me, pal. Taking you with me, pal.